Welcome to the second part of our presentation on how musical instruments are classified. In the first part, we explored the European cultural classification system. Now we'll shift our focus to two other fascinating approaches: the Indian cultural classification and the ethnographic classification system. Each of these offers a unique perspective shaped by tradition, history, and cultural context. Let's take a closer look at how these systems group and understand musical instruments. The use of musical instruments in India dates back to the early Adi Kal. Evidence is found in ancient paintings in Ajanta, Ellora, and Elephanta caves, as well as in the Vedas and Upanishads. Instruments like the Damru and Veena were favorite instruments of Lord Shankar and Goddess Saraswati. Melodic instruments were generally referred to as Veena, and the human voice was called the Gatra Veena, or Daivi Veena, meaning God-gifted Veena. Indian instruments are classified into four types: Tantu Vadya, or string instruments; Sushir Vadya, or wind instruments; Awanaddha Vadya, or percussion instruments made from animal skin; and Ghan Vadya, or solid, A-tonal instruments made from metal or wood. Tantu Vadya is further divided into Tat Vadya, or Nakaj Vadya, plucked string instruments like the Sitar and Veena, and Vitat Vadya, bowed instruments like the Sarangi and Esraj. Examples include North Indian Tat, or Nakaj Vadya, Sitar, South Indian Tat, or Nakaj Vadya, Veena, North Indian Vitat Vadya, Sarangi. Examples of Indian wind instruments include North Indian Sushir Vadya, Shehnai. South Indian Sushir Vadya, Nadaswaram. North Indian Awanaddha Vadya. Examples include Tabla, South Indian Awanaddha Vadya, Mridangam, Ghan Vadya, Ghatam. Many ethnic instruments around the world cannot be classified using the European orchestral system we saw in Part 1. That's why we turn to the ethnographic classification system, which provides broader coverage of global instruments and diverse playing styles. Interestingly, this system is quite similar to the Indian classification, particularly in how it organizes instruments based on their method of sound production. However, there's one important difference: the electrophones category. Electrophones are included in the ethnographic system because they use electricity to generate sound. They are not present in the Indian classification. The ethnographic system was developed by Erich Moritz von Hornbostel and Kurt Sachs in the early 20th century. It is based on how an instrument vibrates to produce sound. Unlike the European system, this method classifies instruments into five main types: aerophones, chordophones, electrophones, membranophones, and idiophones. Aerophones produce sound through air vibration. This includes woodwinds and brass instruments. Woodwinds use air and reeds. Brass uses lips and air pressure. Some keyboard instruments, like the organ, also fall in this category. Chordophones produce sound via vibrating strings. They are played by plucking, bowing, or striking, using picks, bows, mallets, or even the musician's hand. Electrophones are the newest instrument category. They produce electronic sound and include two subtypes: electronic instruments, like synthesizers, and amplified acoustic instruments, like electric guitars. These belong to the percussion family. Membranophones produce sound by vibrating stretched membranes. The membranes may be mounted on wood, metal, or ceramics. They can produce definite or indefinite pitch. Idiophones produce sound by vibrating the instrument itself. They are played by striking, rubbing, shaking, or plucking, and also belong to the percussion family. Subscribe this channel for more such tutorials on audio and music.